Well, shit.
What are y'all doing? This
This
is
is
awful.
awful. And welcome back to Chucky Season 1, Episode 7, Twice the Grieving, Double the Loss. Starting off, we can just say, to me, last episode has been the best episode, or at least one of the best episodes. This one wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. I didn't hate it. But it didn't really turn up to the last 15 minutes of
Yeah,
the
it didn't stand up to last episode's standards.
Yeah, last episode they killed the last episode. Like I said, this was not a bad episode. It's just, it was man until the last 15 minutes because they have this problem and it's just the backstory. Like it just does not work for me. I'm sorry. It just doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel natural.
It doesn't make sense with the movies. Like they went in a whole different route with the backstories of the series. Which if they were gonna do that, I feel like they should have announced that. Like, is this a different timeline?
Now this is the same timeline. This is supposed to be the same timeline as the movie timeline. Everything is supposed to be the same. It's just they're filling in the gaps that we never got with stuff that isn't consistent with what we know our characters to be, and so it's just not feeling like what we know and love because they're different characters. And here's my suggestion. I know the show is doing like really well with ratings and things because of the network it's on, but this show would have been way better if they had like Stranger Things kids, because these kids are just like lame.
The lamest kids ever.
Lame. That's what.
And they pretty dumb too.
I mean, they're lame. They're dumb. Like I just don't like. That's what I'm having. Like these kids, if they were gonna do kids, they should have done some kids that look actually cool. That talk. Like some kids that's like, oh, these some cool kids, but these kids here, like Chucky should have knocked them off.
Not selling it at all.
Like Chucky should have knocked them off long time ago. But I guess Chucky has a big plan. I think it has something to do with the voodoo and how he needed Junior to kill. That it's something to that because he asked all of them to kill it. All the kids to kill someone. So maybe it isn't. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with their parents. Maybe it's just something he needs.
They just had to kill somebody.
He had to influence somebody to kill. I think that's what it was. And I'm confused because I'm confused on, is Tiffany, because at some points I feel like Tiffany is working with Chucky, and then sometimes I feel like she's working against him on the low and we don't know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like that could be accurate though. Like, they have like a love-hate relationship. Like she wants to be his partner in crime, but also he's done her wrong so many times that she kind of does her own thing sometimes, but then she still like loves him or whatever. So
right. So, but I'm saying like I feel like she's probably going to be the one to like take him out or like shut his plan down in the end. It's going to be, how it's like, all right, you've gone too far now. Like I was with you all the way up until here, but now you've gone too far. But I don't think there's no going too far for Chucky that Tiffany, she should be shocked or afraid of.
With these hour-long episodes, they could have answered more of these questions and given us this filler dumbass backstory.
Most of this is filler, the Andy stuff. It's just taking them too long to get there already. I mean, he got there at the end of the episode, but like, dog, everybody dead now. Go on back home. you ain't saved nobody. Everybody is dying. Anyway, so we open up at the wake of Junior's mom, and the kids are all outside. They're coming up with a plan. Well, they were starting to, but we see Devin and Lexi they're not in it. Lexi's on lockdown.
I was going to say, who's coming up with a plan? It was only Jake.
Yeah, so, I mean, well, Devin has had enough of Jake, which I understand.
Exactly.
I understand that part because, she's mainly dead because, he fuck around with Jake.
But honestly, though, that's kind of selfish of him because people have been popping up dead around Jake already before now. And he was down with it, but now because it's his mom, now he wants to be out of it.
That's true. That is kind of fake. That is fake. I do agree. You are correct. But at the same time, people are not thinking it's his mom, right? So damn all that shit you just said. It's my mom. Damn that. And then Tiffany shows up out of nowhere, gives Lucas the awkward kiss. That was so awkward.
That's Logan.
Oh, Logan, whatever. Like, whatever. It's just, no, he's Lucas too, remember? Because he played both of them. Oh, we forgot to talk about Homeboy and his walk up. Like, man, could they have not made Devin a more unlikable person? Like, all the way down to his walk. Like, his walk was so stupid. He just looked like fucking Bugs Bunny with his feet all pointed out like this.
Right? Were the shoes too big or something? Like, what was happening?
Yeah, wardrobe gave him too big of an outfit. I think what it was, I think he was trying to look sad. You know that gif I always send you of the dude looking down like this and walking.
Oh yeah.
That's what he was doing, but his feet were like pointed out. Boy tried to walk sad, boy. Get a life. All right. So the kiss, you know, we thinking maybe they go back, you know, in the day, but obviously this was just to piss Junior off, to push him. This is, you know, part of their little game plan. And so,
And when is Tiffany having contact with that Chucky? Like, does that Chucky have access to all the other Chuckies and she's getting information from Nika? Or oh, you was gonna say this?
no, that's what I said. That's what I was asking about in Code of Chucky when we watched it. I'm like, is this like a, I don't know if you remember, I said, is this like a Unimind?
Yeah, I do remember
Is this a Unimind? Do they all know what each other's thinking, or are they separate personalities? So this Chucky don't know what this Chucky did, or is it like, oh, I know because we're all one mind, which is what.
Yeah, so it has to be all one, or else how would Tiffany know anything about
what's going on?
This Chucky
Or
killing.
maybe Chucky caught it on her cell phone, because Devin did say somebody called his mom and told him
Oh
that
yeah, that's
Chucky,
true.
that Devin's here. So maybe Chucky's
That's
using the
true.
phone, which is the way I can explain it. So,
Well, I mean, he was already using the internet back in the 90s,
so
so
you know, fresh out the box on the internet. So,
right. So
so they
and nothing surprises me anymore about Chucky and technology.
now Chucky and Tiffany move into this apartment, and I think this is his apartment that he lived in Child's Play 1, because we do visit that apartment. Andy's mom goes there to get clues, and it's a picture of that black dude painted on his wall, which was the voodoo guy. So maybe we'll meet him sometime in this series too when he's younger, because this looks like the apartment. I think that's what they're going for. I could be wrong though. And they had this weird little nasty sex thing with like pizza and, you know,
And some random dead guy on the ground.
yeah, just laying on the ground and shit. Like, you know, their comfortableness with killing is just like too comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't make any sense. Like, where are they finding all these people? Where are they putting all these people after they kill them?
They
Like,
just
who's cleaning up in between? Are they killing someone every time they have sex, or what? Like,
it seemed like every time they on screen, there's a body on screen. They were, so you mean they was catching bodies, like they was dropping bodies
that's
daily?
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And where are they putting these people after they kill them?
They just stuff them in the closet. That's what Junior did. That is what Junior did with his dad. He just stuffed him in the closet. Andy and Kyle are on the road trip. I want to know, who is this on this picture? Is that Kyle's boyfriend or something? Because this is the second time they've made us look at this picture of that looks like Kyle. That's got to be her boyfriend. So Andy leaves Kyle in the middle of nowhere, like rude.
Which is kind of fucked up.
Right.
Like,
that's so fucked up.
why would he even take her this far if he wasn't going to take her the whole way?
Because that's her
You just
car.
gonna ditch her,
That's her car. He ain't got no
Wow.
car.
and you just gonna leave her in the middle of nowhere.
In her car.
I would call the cops if I was her.
Oh God, bro.
Report it stolen.
You going
You're not about to do me like this.
You going to jail now. Like, she can hold her own. She survived just like you survived. Why you trying
Right. If anything, she was gonna do better than he was.
He got his ass locked up in the mental institution. Like, bro, this is your plan? This is your big plan to get yourself locked in here? So
Andy thinks he's way bigger than he really is.
I'm telling you, man, Britch is too big, just like Lexi's mom at this press conference thing, just spouting a whole bunch of nonsense. And then the thing she revealed was lame Frankenstein. Like, what is that? That's lame.
And she didn't even answer the guy question. He like, so why all these people popping up dead? And she's like, well, we have a surprise for you.
Frankenstein, like out of everything, that was literally the last thing on my list of things that you could have said. People are dying. We don't want to see this shit. Okay, like people are actually dying. They're like a lot of people. There's like 7
Right.
bodies, right? We do not need to be having a festival. We need to be having.
And they still trying to talk about his freak accidents. Like that many people have freak accidents
Yeah, okay, I
all
got
in
your
the
look.
same
I
year.
got your freak. I got your freak. What I was gonna say, Caroline. What is up with her? She waited all the way till they got in front of people to start talking that Chucky told me to kill mom and shit. Like, why would you do that?
Hey, you couldn't tell me that at the house.
You could have
Like,
said that a long time ago, and I'm really not. I'm not liking what they doing with her. Like, what is she doing? And
it
whatever it
ain't
is, it ain't
working.
working. Stop it right now.
Cause they already tried that before. Like when she first got the Chucky doll, she said something about it
Yeah, it did.
and it didn't really stick.
It's
So
not.
they should have left it alone. Maybe that was just to show us that Chucky was still pressing like for one of these kids to kill somebody.
Well, we kind of knew that already, but I don't know. He asked her in the first episode or second episode, "You want to go help me kill your sister?" And she was like, "No, I'm tired." So we knew he was already, it was unneeded. They didn't need to do that right then and there because it didn't even it
Yeah.
didn't go with anything. Like there was no consequence or repercussion from it other than the fact that they
Right.
now know that Chucky tried to get her to kill Lexi. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like it.
Yeah, if anything, it should have made all them press people be on her ass even
Right,
more.
that's what I'm saying. Like it wasn't gonna cause them to like investigate you or ask more. Like if it wasn't gonna cause that, then why did you do it there? You could have did that
Yeah,
shit at
they
home.
just threw that in there for no reason.
And after that we were back with Chucky and Junior, and like I said, he was gonna get one of them, and Junior fits the bill. They talked about it in the like the breakdown after, and they were right. Junior does seem like the one that is going to, was going to break, and he broke, but Chucky was
Yeah, which now that makes sense that he didn't team up with the rest of the kids
right.
way back when they was first trying to tell him about Chucky. Now
And
that makes sense.
and they kind of at first it was like, oh, he gonna kill his dad, and then he gonna kill Jake, and then he went back to killing his dad. I'm like, all right, but Chucky, the way he's manipulating these kids is actually low key kind of brilliant. Now that I know he got a master plan behind it, it was to get one of these kids to break. Now I can see he's trying to capitalize off their grief, like taking people from them and like getting in their ear right after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. At first it seemed a little desperate. Like he was just so desperately trying to get one of these kids to kill him. We didn't know why.
But you know what I'm saying?
Now
Didn't I
we
say
know that
that?
there's something.
Didn't I say that? I'm like, why is he trying to get these kids to do it? Why can't he just go do it? What, you know what I'm saying? What is
Right.
his plan here with these people? And I guess we're getting
Yeah.
the answers. It better stick though. Like it better stick though. Like I'm still waiting for your reason, and it better stick though.
I guess we gonna see.
I,
We gonna have to see. It's only one episode left,
I
unless they come out with another season.
they have to, because I would consider this a fail if they only did one season. I would consider it a fail. Like, so you gave us one season? Because what could you possibly do in this last episode? How could you tie? How could you
Especially if you gonna only do 55 minutes out of the hour, like they did this episode.
give it a rest? Okay, give it a
I
rest.
will not.
You was already falling asleep in the longer episodes. You do not need more time.
Hey, hey, hey! This is not about me. This is about these people
this
jipping us out of the last 5 minutes.
this is about Jake making the stupidest decision to run off on his own, and
Who does he think he is? Him and Devin, like talking about, I'm gonna only stay with my aunt for a week and then I'm gonna go off on my own. You are in the 8th grade, bro.
bro, somebody will
Where are you gonna
somebody will
go?
kidnap you. You will be in somebody's basement.
Like you can't even legally work. How you gonna eat?
You walk like this. You are dude. You are not going to make it at all. You have no.
You
You
are
have no.
done
You have
for.
no survival skills. Actually, we're at the point where he goes to the house. He finds Nika, but it's actually Chucky pretending to be Nika, which was I didn't expect that. I thought, what I thought was, he was gonna get there, Tiffany was gonna show up, or he was gonna
Right,
or he was gonna let Nika free, and then something was gonna happen with him moving her out the apartment because she's paraplegic, and then Chucky was
right.
gonna come out. But actually, he was Chucky the whole time. So anyway, Jake's stupid ass, he just so happened to meet somebody delivering. And who just delivers a box like that with nothing on it? You can't just
Right. No
no
packaging, no
packaging.
wrapping or nothing.
And who just
Where was the address?
right? And who just gives somebody a package that's a federal crime. You're supposed to deliver this to this. You can't just sell somebody's mail to some kid for money.
That was dumb as hell. And Jake talking about how much? He talking about $350. Jake put out 3 ones and the man gave him the box. We supposed to believe that teenager pulled out $350 exact change out of his pocket?
And then but coincidentally, that turned out to be a Chucky doll, because wasn't that the Chucky doll that came alive? Because he brought the doll to Lexi's house, and then when Junior was beating the shit out of his dad, that other one rose up off the counter. So I think it wasn't Chucky until Junior killed his dad, and that's when they all started to rot. That's when the hand started to move at the ones in the garage, and the one that Jake brought over to Lexi's house, that one got up. So what they're doing?
Didn't catch that.
Didn't catch it? Yeah, that one rose up. That was the one that rose up. Jake and Lexi, they actually, Lexi and Jake are coming around to being, she said, "We're your family now." I thought that was cool. I think she's having character growth, and I am here for it. I no longer want her to die. She is the only one that's having character growth.
You flip-flop in a heartbeat.
How? I said she's having character growth. She is. You cannot tell me she is not grown as a character.
Because she said what?
She said, "You were going to leave your family. You think we wouldn't notice?" He said, "What family? Me? Devin?" She said me. She considered him family.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's character growth.
That is character growth. She hated this man. She dressed up as his dead dad for Halloween, and now she's considering him family. That is a hell of a turnaround. I ain't never seen nobody turn around like that.
Teenagers. They dumb as hell.
That's a fact.
Dumb as hell.
That's a fact. That is, teenagers argue with each other and then be friends the next day.
You dress up as my dead dad. We ain't never talking again, period. I don't care what the fuck is going on.
Now we're at the end. Junior and his dad are going at it. Junior is using Chucky to talk to his dad. His dad drunk as fuck, by the way. Mm-hmm. Drunk as a skunk. And he's getting in his ass about him drinking. But his dad did say, "Your mom was a fucking quitter, just like you." And Junior lost it. Beat this man over the head with Chucky. The whole time we thinking he gonna stab him up and shit. Nope.
Right. What did he have the knife for?
And you telling me those dolls are that hard?
Hard enough. I know you are not questioning that kill.
What?
After you said nothing about Aunt Maggie going through the window. After you
That's
said
different.
Nothing
That's
about
different.
Junior's mom going through the window.
That's different. That's different. That's different. That's so different.
I will end all of this shit right now.
So Chucky's there with Junior. They've stuffed his daddy in the closet. They're now watching Andy pull up. He's at Junior's house, and Chucky's telling them this is when the real fun begins. Thanks because of you, kid. Something like that. We see Devin tied up at Chucky's house, and we know that Jake and Lexi are most likely going to be headed there because they tracked Devin's phone on Snapchat to that address. So this is... And
Jake also got that address from the dude who he took the doll from in the train station.
And that was the end of the episode. Again, Junior killing his dad was not expected until like halfway through the episode. But the kill was actually pretty good, how they set it up, the build up with him talking shit to Junior and Junior just losing it.
Yeah. I feel like that would be realistic. Like right after his mom died, he's not even finished grieving yet. So he's still got all that built up anger. Not
only just for that, that's some of his own anger. Because all the shit he made him do.
His dad's been an asshole.
Yeah, his dad been an asshole to him. So like that's his pent up aggression too. So next episode, hopefully they just start off with like just going ape shit. And please,
we don't need no more backstory.
No more backstory. Because just give us present day. Because so far what you've given us is not it's not a thing, because that leads me to my this is awful. Like that whole scene with them arguing about, you know, they're using like there's a couple argument, and we think he's in there having sex, but he's in there killing. And usually that's the type of argument that you would have when you catch some, you know, when you catch them cheating or whatever, right? But it's like, I'm not,
Right.
you're not cheating on me, you're killing without me. You know what I'm saying? Like it just,
Yeah.
I don't like it. Not a fan, like at all. And this is not a knock to the actress, you know, like saying she's doing a bad job. I'm just saying what she has is not good. That's what
Although
I'm
them
saying.
voiceovers are getting real old.
And you can tell like there's certain shots where we only get a side of Nika's face, and we just
Uh-huh.
hear words. We don't actually see him talking, or you won't see him talking because he's not talking. But it's just like, you
Yeah.
know,
Even with young Tiffany, like
the same
you
thing.
could tell it's a voiceover.
You can definitely tell it's a voiceover. So, I mean, they have some things to work on. Well, we'll talk about that next episode. We'll see how this one ends. What was your This Is Awful?
My This Is Awful was Junior being dumb as hell in this episode. Like, you mean to tell me that all this shit didn't happen and now all of a sudden you see a killer doll come to life and you don't think to put two and two together? Like, hey, maybe this is the person who's been killing all these people around me.
He didn't know it was a killer doll. He just knew it was a doll.
The doll gave him a knife
That's facts. That's actually facts.
and told him to kill his dad. He knew it was a killer doll. And
But
so,
again,
and even
he
if
is
he
upset.
thinks
He is upset, and he is grieving, and he is 13, so he is stupid.
stupid as hell, which doesn't make sense because y'all want to make these kids look like adults in every other aspect in
Every
every
other
other
they
episode.
do every
But
other
now
thing like adults.
when it comes to what really matters,
Now they stupid.
now he's acting like a dumbass 13-year-old.
So
That was awful.
that was awful. I'm not downing on this episode. I'm not saying it was a bad episode. I just
No.
really wish they would, like, if we do get a season 2, please leave the backstory out of it.
And fast forward to when these kids are in their junior or senior year of high school. Do you have any predictions for the final episode of this season?
Yes. I think Chucky's master plan has been to send Chucky dolls all around the world, kind of like sleeper agents, where that's his major plan. And I think we'll see that happen, like shape up towards the end of the episode maybe, and then like that's gonna set up season 2. Like they did all this stuff and they were too late. They shipped all the fucking Chucky dolls, and but what's gonna happen is it's gonna be like some final showdown. All these dolls are gonna go up against Andy. Kyle will show up at the end because she got an Uber or something, some stupid shit, and they gonna all go at it. I don't know what's gonna happen. Jake and Chucky gonna have they showdown at the end, and I don't know what's gonna happen from there. I don't know the details, but we're gonna get more backstory, and it's gonna suck. You best believe we gonna get more backstory, and it's gonna suck some more.
Who's gonna be next to die? Who's gonna die in episode 8?
I want to say I'm gonna think outside the box, and hey, can I give 2 answers? Or can I just get 2? Okay, I'm gonna say either Devin or Nika. I think Chucky gets out of her body, or she gets killed. But I think this is probably where we see the end of Nika.
Yeah, Nika's a good guess because he has all those other dolls now. He doesn't need her anymore.
Right.
Like he has this whole army of dolls now that are gonna be much more easy to manipulate than a human. So.
And first we need to find out if this is a Unimind or if these are all separate things. And I want to say they have to be separate, right?
Hopefully we get some answers in this last episode of the season, because who knows when season 2 will be coming out.
That's all we have for you today. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week with the season finale.
That's it.
All
Bye,
right.
y'all.
We out.